If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, help is available. There is support, there are resources, and there is a way out. Even if it doesn't feel like you want it right now, get out while you can. Welcome back to She's Loud and Lit. New beginnings, real life, and zero tolerance for disrespect. Don't forget to scan my QR code and follow me on all social media platforms. Welcome back to She's Loud and Lit, where I talk about whatever the hell I want. I say what people are afraid to say, but I always keep it 100. One thing about me is I'm kind, loyal, honest, and unapologetic. I don't sugarcoat shit and I tell the truth. That's how I got where I am today. If you're looking for fake, this ain't the place. If you could handle real and handle my attitude, let's get it. Today is story time, and I want to talk about how addiction doesn't pause time, it erases it. In my whole life, I spent 11 years of having an addiction. So from 2000 to 2004, I had an addiction to cocaine and crack cocaine. And then when my father passed in 2010 to 2017, I had an addiction with Percocets and muscle relaxers by the name of Somas. That lasted for about 8 years. So in total, it was like 11 years of my life that I could never get back. I fell into a deep, deep depression. And then 5 years later, my brother passed. And I started using Percocets and Somas because it made me feel sedated. It made me feel numb to any pain that I was dealing with. And I just didn't want to feel. Because when I lost my brother and my father, it was like I lost people that I really love. And that took a toll on me. It really did. But that's when I became addicted to these pills. It's not smart to numb yourself with alcohol or drugs. It isn't. Find another healthy addiction like working out, just doing something else other than that. I can only start building memories now, but it's like, damn, I wasted 11 years. Some people waste their whole life. Can you imagine wasting your whole life being addicted to a fucking drug that is not doing shit for you except losing your mind, losing yourself, keeping you sedated and fucked up? When you're on drugs, you're too high to think about all of this. But when you come off, if you do come off, you begin to start thinking like, damn, I wasted so much fucking time that I could never get back. Why did I waste so much time? I'm going to tell you, I don't regret smoking crack and I don't regret popping pills. I just regret the length of time that I fucking put into these drugs. It's an addiction. It's a sickness. But I don't regret it because I wouldn't be who and where I am today if I didn't go through all of this. Life is a test, and it tests us every single day. Life is either a lesson or a blessing, and it sure taught me a lesson, but I'm also blessed that I'm here to tell my story. I'm breathing, I'm alive, and I feel free. I'm happy, I'm content, I'm safe. The freedom that I have now. I went through a whole lot of shit in life. Addiction, prison time, not having parents to raise me or love me, not giving me structure or stability. I've been through rape, abuse, physical, mental, psychological. I got drugged and dragged to the mountains, stripped, butt-ass naked, got my ass fucking beat until I didn't move, and then left for dead. So I went through a lot of shit in life, a lot. I went through doing 3 years in prison, went through a whole lot of fucking shit. This addiction shit, it's like I think about like, damn, I don't beat myself up for it because I can't do nothing about it. I can't fast forward time and get time back. I can only think about it and move forward. Now that, I'm clean, sober, and on a good path, I'm safe, secure, and I'm at peace with myself. The length of time that I put in to a fucking drug that didn't do jack shit for me, except keep me fucking stuck. When you're high, you don't notice when days are passing because everything blends together. Weeks turn into months, months turn into years. And one day you look back and realize that time kept moving even when I wasn't. Addiction doesn't freeze your life. It lets life happen without you. And the scariest part, if you don't feel it, time is already gone. I sit back and I think about the years that were just gone and I'm like fucking shocked. Not just what I did, but how much time disappeared. To be honest, I remember moments, but I don't remember living, if that makes sense. So much of that time, it feels like a blur, like I wasn't even living, like I was there, but not even present. And that shit right there, that's when it hits me. It hits me deep. Life was happening and going on, but I was too high and numb to even realize it. That's sad. I was breathing, working, and surviving. I just wasn't present. I wasn't fully aware of reality. Addiction keeps your body moving while your life stands still. That's how time slips away quietly. That's so sad. All those years that I wasted, that I can never get back. It makes me hurt. It brings me pain. But at the same time, I look back and I realize, look at my life then to what it is today. I created this woman. I earned her. And I would never go back to that life. I don't backtrack. I move forward. Sobriety made me realize how much time I lost. You start living that sober life, you see years clearly. You feel the weight lifted. Sobriety, it doesn't just clear your mind. It actually hands you the truth. It shows you how much time you gave away to something that never even gave you nothing back, except being high and sedated. You realize how many moments you were present for, but not really there. Birthdays, conversations, meetups, and just living in the moment, watching the sunset. Those things you never want to take for granted. But like I said, one thing that I can say about myself is I never missed out on my son. I made sure that I was present and I was there. Sobriety makes you grieve of the version of yourself that you couldn't show up for. The years that you don't get back, the opportunities you missed out on. Because survival was louder than living. And that part hurts the most because I'm finally feeling everything. Sobriety also gave me something that addiction never could. My dear Lord in heaven, life, awareness, choice, time that belongs to me. I stop mourning what I lost and start protecting what you have left. Because when you're sober, every moment matters. Every breath is real. Every day is proof that I'm no longer wasting my life. I'm actually living it. Clarity hurts, but it also heals. Because now I don't waste time. I protect it. I show up, I stay present, and I don't take a single day for granted. I can truly say is I don't miss drugs. I don't miss the feeling of drugs. Like who the fuck wants to be and feel sedated all day? A drug addict, yes, but you don't really recognize it until you're sober. That's when reality sets in. I just miss the time I lost. I miss the years that I wasn't fully here. The moments I don't remember. I can't get time back, but I can decide what I do with it now. And that's why I chose to live differently. I overdosed. I died. And my son was there to see it all. I was living a lie, but a second life. Because I never did drugs in front of my son. The hardcore drugs, the crack cocaine, my son wasn't born back then. But he was born when I had a pill addiction. But one thing that I can say is that I've always been a good parent. I actually got a story that I have to post. Me and my son are actually having a conversation about my addiction. I asked him for forgiveness for the years that I struggled with pill addiction. And he looked at me and said, "Mommy, I never lacked love or stability, comfort, affection, attention. You were always present and you always have been. To this day, you've given me everything I needed and wanted, but the most, your love. And for that, I will always be grateful." And that's the moment that I realized that addiction, it didn't steal everything. Because my love was always there. I was determined to break a cycle, even if I had an addiction. He says, "Mama, what I need you to do is forgive yourself." He says, "Because I'm good. I never lacked anything." And right then and there, I knew I was good. As long as I knew my son was okay, that's all that mattered to me. That's all. I don't live with regrets. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was high, that shit felt good, amazing, and I felt like I can do everything and anything and still be on top of the world. But the truth is, I was fucking high. But I was destroying my body and slowly destroying my life. I don't regret using, I just regret the length of time that I did. Because time isn't the thing. It's just time that you can never get back. But what I can say now is that I'm free, I'm clean, content, happy, and I'm peaceful. I don't have urges, cravings, needs, or wants. And especially what's out there now, that shit is killing people. It's laced with the devil only knows what. And I wish I could touch everybody's heart out there. I really do. I wish that I can create videos like this and someone listens to my story and says, you know what? If she can do it, so could I. But you know what? You can. You can get out. It's not too late, but it will be too late if you don't fight. And for those that never used and don't know what drugs feel like, when someone you love has a drug addiction, you still carry the pain. You can love them without saving them, because providing, giving them money, giving them a spot to live, buying them cigarettes, just providing for them, period, that's not love. That's enabling. As long as they know that someone is going to be there to catch them, they have no reason to change. And as much as it's going to hurt, sometimes the most loving thing is for you to step back and let them be alone. Because when they're alone, psychologically and mentally, when they know they have nobody, that will actually push them in a direction to get stronger, to want to quit, and to want to get out. But as long as they know they have you, they're never going to quit. They don't have a reason to. It's not because you don't care. It's just that you care too much. You got to stop making it comfortable enough to make them sick. You can pray for them, help them find resources. You can encourage them, but you cannot keep providing what allows them to keep using. Because every time you rescue them, they learn that they don't have to change. Rock bottom is different for everyone. No one can reach that if someone is there to catch them when they fall every time. You got to be strong. Stronger than guilt, pain, fear. The pain of watching them deteriorate, it's going to hurt. But when you're there to catch them when they fall every single time, you're pushing them more into the trap instead of helping them get out. Loving someone from a distance is actually saving you both. Listen to that shit again and think about it. Because helping them, it's only making it easier for them to do whatever the fuck they want. An addict knows how to use a person's mind. But for those out there that do have a drug addiction and you do have kids, stop for your children. I overdosed. I died in front of my son. And that was the last straw. That's all it took, was to see the fear on my son's face. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing? I flushed all my pills down the toilet. And I got on my knees and I begged my son for forgiveness. And I said, baby, I would never, ever hurt you anymore. I said, Mama's going to get help. I'm going to get clean. And boy, let me tell you, for 2 fucking weeks, I was sick. Sicker than a dog. It's like the flu 20 times worse. It feels like you're fucking dying. It does. But now, I live a comfortable, happy, free, peaceful life. I'm safe, content, and I just feel free. I feel good. When I was doing drugs, I always said, damn, I wish I could just be normal. I wish I didn't have an addiction. It took me a long time to get there, but you know what? Now that I'm there, I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I could have fought for this long time ago. I forgot what it felt like to be normal. I forgot what it felt like to be sober because I lost that much fucking time. But when you got children, it is nobody else's responsibility to take care of your children. And for those that do have that support, you better be fucking grateful. Your kids don't deserve to be in your presence while you fucking have an addiction. They didn't ask to be brought in your life. Be better. Get off the drugs. Stay clean. And I can promise you, you will feel more at peace, more happy. Get it together. With that being said, if you enjoy videos just like this, don't forget to give me a big fat thumbs up, and don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. I will leave the link down in the description. And with that being said, have a blessed day. Bye. Remember, addiction doesn't just steal your health. It steals your time, and time that you can never get back. Drugs don't ruin your life overnight. They literally erase years while you're too high to even notice it. Addiction makes you invisible while you're slowly destroying everything you love. As much as you commit yourself to that drug, start committing yourself to yourself, the Lord, and children if you have them, because they deserve it. Addiction isn't weakness, it's a disease, and recovery is proof of strength.